Okay, well, on the back of that, and then the Blackpool game before, it must be it must be a pretty happy camp at the moment.
Yeah, it is. Winning has obviously becomes a habit, and we won the last two games, scoring 5 goals, no goals conceded. So, yeah, the boys are buzzing at the minute.
Yeah, and that it's that sort of feel good factor. I mean, not that people are sitting around miserable when you lose all the time, but there's a real bounce around the place.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, it's only natural if you lose, you come in and you're a little bit, a bit sad about the last result, and if you win, obviously you come in and you're happy. But the gaffer always keeps us on our toes, make sure we don't get too happy when we win and too upset when we lose.
Yeah, and obviously the Blackpool game was fantastic, but in a way, the ones where you've got to grind it out a little bit, especially away from home, that's the bread and butter of doing well in any division.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, the Blackpool game, we played good football from start to finish, and we battered them, to be honest. And Scunthorpe, wasn't the greatest game, didn't really play that much football, but we scored a goal, got 3 points, kept a clean sheet, and like you said, sometimes they're the ones that make you feel even better.
Yeah, and those clean sheets are the key, aren't they? At this time of the year, when all teams, I think half the division is probably a little bit nervous looking over their shoulder. If you can do that, it doesn't half help.
Yeah, exactly. We've got players that can score goals, so if we can keep a clean sheet at the other end with the defenders that we've got, I back us to keep a clean sheet. I always back us to score at the other end as well.
And I think last I spoke to you was after your debut at Southend. Obviously, you enjoyed that one. You feel like you've settled in nicely now since then?
Yeah, I feel like I've settled in. The boys have made me feel welcome. So there's the gaffer and the staff, and I feel like I've settled in quite well.
Yeah, and form-wise, you look at the sort of table, and obviously it is tight in the bottom half, but you're right up there towards the top of it. It's kind of almost a slightly false position at the moment.
Yeah, it is. We've got a good goal difference. A couple of back-to-back wins in this league, and you can find yourself mid-table. Obviously, if we win our game in hand or win tomorrow, I think, and results go our way, we can find ourselves 12th. But we don't want to look too far ahead and get too carried away. We're taking each game as it comes.
And I suppose it's exactly the same thing. These are the sort of clubs that are within striking distance. You're trying to reel more and more of them in.
Yeah, exactly. When you play teams around you at the bottom of the table, they're the 6 pointers. They're the games you have to win. Regardless of how you play, you need to make sure you get 3 points. And luckily, we've managed to do that in the last 2 games.
Yeah. So whenever you come to a new club, you always have your ideas about what's going to be like there, and when you played there previously, is Rovers what you expected from what you had in your head when you came here?
Yeah, definitely what I expected of playing against Rovers. You obviously know it's always a tough game, especially at Rovers home stadium where the fans get behind them. So training, I knew obviously they've got a big fan base, and the fans are vocal, so I knew what I was letting myself in for.
Yeah, and away from home, I mean, the form's been fantastic recently, so I guess that must give you heart going to Gillingham on Tuesday night.
Yeah, we've got a very good away record. I think we haven't lost in the last 7 or 8 games. Top of the form guide away from home. So yeah, it gives us confidence to go to Gillingham and hopefully get 3 points.
That's one of those places that it'll be a chilly old night. I'm sure the wind will be blowing down there. It's never an easy place to go, the Priest Field.
Yeah, it's never an easy place. It's a tight pitch. The fans are on top of you. It's going to be a long journey down there. So we know what kind of game to expect, but go there and give our best and hopefully get 3 points.
Yeah, but like you say, you beat them. I think you go above them on goal difference, and that's quite an incentive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big incentive. Obviously, we know what's at stake. Obviously, I let the boys know before their game, obviously how important the game is, and we go out there, play our normal game, and hopefully come back with our 3 points.